Okay, now before I do anything else, let's take a look and see who I've got. Let's see, Legion, Utrala, Shax, Plum, Reed, Bomber, Level 2 Hero, Rincy, Hamvar, and of course, a random. Okay, that works for me. Let's see. Can we... Yeah, it's something we're gonna have to work on. Okay, let's see. What can we put in here? We could throw in a guerrilla tactics school. 85 supplies would leave me with 55. Not sure about that. We don't really need a power relay right now. The training center is one of the new facilities that come with War of the Chosen. That was touched upon whenever I talked about the teammate bonds. This is a facility that you use to further those bonds to get to higher levels and get more tactical benefits. I haven't quite gotten too far into that yet, so I don't know exactly what that has to offer. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. At 125 supplies, that's way too costly for me to even think about putting in right now. What was that thing on the map? Let me go look at that real quick. If that was supplies, I'm going to go for that, and then... okay, we'll finish getting this first, then. Excuse me.
Strategic resource located.
Okay, 65 supplies is actually pretty good for a random drop.
Avenger plotting new course.
And go ahead and skim up to here real quick. Okay. So, with that, I think we'll go ahead and put in that... Oh, we can open up a laboratory too. Okay then. That were pretty awkward. Anyway. Yeah, excuse me. I can put in a laboratory, but we don't have any scientists to take advantage of that. So we'll hold off on that. We'll go ahead and put in the guerrilla tactics school. The problem is that with the lack of engineers, it's going to take forever to get that up and running. Luckily, we can pass a little time here. Alright. We've had the troops digging through scrap piles and looting corpses, and at this point, it's safe to assume they're on constant vigil for anything we could use to improve our gear. All the raw materials in the world won't mean much if I can't find a use for them, but I think this modular weapon system is a good start. Having pushed our existing designs as far as I thought possible, the integration of a few key alien components provided the much-needed stability we've been looking for. With these modifications in place, we should be able to attach larger upgrades for even more firepower. The troops will like that. That's why I got that. Okay, so now we can start looking into magnetic weapons, but that's going to take forever at this point. Right now, my best bet is just to progress the story and research the alien biotech. That hasn't even started construction yet. Good God.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Oh joy, we can get an engineer right away. We'll go ahead and do that. This is a sabotage mission, so we're going to have a turn timer to run off on this one. Okay. Let's see. First off, we need to get this grenade off Johnny, give him the med kit. Not going to do as much good as a field medic if he doesn't have the med kit when he gets his ability to long range heal. We really don't have anything else for anyone else, so we might as well go ahead and just go right into it. Okay, here we go. Time for our first official mission in War of the Chosen.
assuming no one knows about it yet, it shouldn't be that well guarded. If we can take it down quickly, Advent's operations across this entire region will be in disarray.
Ooh, so this is one of the new mission types. Going along with all the different features that have come in with XCOM, we've also got different mission types and different mission staging areas. This one's one of the newer ones. All along, okay, I'll explain it as we go. But along the way, we're gonna have these little pod-like things that we can destroy to buy ourselves some more time in this mission. Because to start off, the timer should be really short. I think the first time I ran into one of these, the turn timer was only 2 turns long. But destroying these energy pods will give us more time on the clock.
Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.
Okay, 4 turns. That's more generous than I was expecting. Still, though, 4 turns is not a lot of time, so we kind of have to get our skates on here. And along with these new mission types, like I said, there are new maps that these missions can take place on, such as this, an underground map. The differences between an outside map and an underground map are verticality. As you can see here, I've got my height indicator going up and down here to show the different levels on the mission. And I right now am mashing up on my D-pad to try and get to that 3rd level. It's not happening. There's not nearly as much height in this mission as there would be in an outdoor mission. Excuse me. It can also be a little harder to see because sometimes these maps aren't as well lit as, say, this one right here is, or an outdoor map, which makes sense because a lot of these areas, these lights around here, they won't actually be powered on. So it makes things a little more difficult in terms of planning what to do.
Together like a well-oiled machine. As long as we keep them close to each other in the field, they'll reap various tactical benefits as their bond continues to grow.
Bonded soldiers gain tactical benefits when they remain within close proximity to one another. As far as I can tell, that just means as long as they're within a blue move of each other. I haven't quite seen how far you can go before you start losing those tactical advantages, but most of the time I'm not willing to try and actually push things a little too far. Oh, my phone just keeps bugging me. Yeah. I'll take care of this real quick. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, as you can see, if I flip between Johnny and Copper, you'll see right here in the taskbar that they have 1 teamwork charge. This is that level 1 advantage that we were talking about a little while ago. I can use this between either of these guys to give the other an extra move. So like if I were to move Johnny way up here, I find out he's in a terrible tactical position, I could have Copper use that teamwork charge and have Johnny run out of there and get back to the rest of the squad as soon as possible.
I'm on the move.
Excuse me. I could also use it to give him another action in terms of offense, give him another chance to shoot in case he either misses a pretty good shot or he gets a kill, and I feel like we could do with another one.
Our readings indicate that relay is feeding energy directly into their network. If you can destroy it, it may disrupt their efforts to isolate the transmitter.
So that was that little energy pod I was talking about. By destroying this, I add more turns to the turn timer. It gives me a lot more leeway in terms of how I want to strategize things from here. For the time being, we're going to go ahead and push everybody forward as much as possible, as safely as possible. We'll stick Lemongrad here.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
And that right there is why I didn't immediately blow up that pod. Because I had a feeling that some fuckery was going to happen if I did. Although, to be quite honest, I was expecting it to come from more of this direction. Thankfully, though, we're in a position where we can plan for that pod getting irritated when I destroy this little energy pod here. We'll move Johnny over here, and he can see the trooper, which will be enough to trigger what I'm planning for. Lemongrad will come here, and to make sure we have maximum firepower at all times, Legion will move over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Copper go into Overwatch. That way he can see either the trooper or the sectoid as they come running around, and Johnny will get things started for us. Destroy the pod, get us more turns. I think it only adds like 2, maybe 3 turns to the timer, so it's not a whole lot.
As we had hoped, the network separation has been temporarily delayed.
Oh, that only added 1 turn. Uh-oh. Alright, who are you shooting at? I like it. Softened sectoids. Gotta love them. Okay, 51 on the trooper, 48 on the sectoid. I might be able to throw a grenade over to that sectoid and just flat out finish it off. Yeah, I can. I just cannot hit both, which kind of sucks. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. You know what? You guys seem hungry. Here, have a sandwich. I didn't kill the sectoid, but it's super exposed. Lemongrad, if you don't get this kill. Oh no, he can't see the sectoid. Oh boy. How can he not see the sectoid? How can you not see the sectoid, Lemongrad? Is it this? Is that little pile of boxes obscuring your vision just enough? Wow, that sucks. Okay, going to Overwatch because that sectoid is gonna need to move anyway. Oh, come on, man. Worst part was I knew that was gonna miss because you could see his aim jerk to the left just before he fired. All right, so what this sectoid looks like it's going for a zombie. Yes, it is.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
I hear movement. I heard movement and I did not like it. Okay. First off, let's take a quick check. No pod over here. That's disappointing. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to give Lemongrad a second chance. And make it a double. This won't kill the zombie outright, but the sectoid dying will, which is good enough. There we go. Alright. Now we'll have Legion move up. Wow, Legion has the worst mobility of the group. That sucks. I guess it makes sense though. All that heavy equipment would weigh him down. Alright, we're going to have Johnny move up. He's going to move up to this door here. I see a pod over there. So we're going to have to target that as quickly as possible. Okay. Oh, we see 2 pods. Beautiful. Which means we can do this. We'll have Copper move up.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
You should be able to see at least one of them. Oh, you can see both. Beautiful. Alright, that'll buy us a turn. And this will buy us a turn. Alright. Now Legion will move up, and since we don't see anyone right around here, we can safely stick him, like, here.
Will do.
That'll keep him in full cover. Or that'll put him in full cover, actually.
We've got Advent here.
And this actually worked out beautifully because now these guys have lost their turn. Okay, so immediately what I could do is I could have Copper move over here Give him a flank shot on this trooper.
That's affirmative.
Oh, and he sees 2 more pods from here. Ouch. Ouch. Decisions, decisions. Okay, we'll hold off on that for now. Legion. There's not really a place I can put him that'll give me a good shot at these guys. 52, 38. I might go ahead and chance this one just to see if I can get rid of him. Kills both ways. Nicely done. Alright, Lemongrad. If I move you here, yeah, he can see the trooper. Problem is that it won't be a high percentage shot at all. 45 or 46. If this hits, it's a kill. If it doesn't, I still have 2 more chances at it. Okay, only need 1. Which means Copper can buy us another turn. Alright, now we'll have Johnny move up. We'll stick him right around here. Because it's not likely another pod's going to come through that exit. And sure, more turns. Why not? We need them. And again, if another pod does encroach upon us, which they don't this turn, then we have our actions left over. Oh, that was the other pod that Copper could see. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So I'm hesitant to move Johnny up without the rest of the squad, so we'll go ahead and put everybody into blue move positions. At least for the time being. And we see nobody, so that works out beautifully for us. I'll stick Copper here. We're near the objective anyway, so it's not like we're going to have too much trouble at this point. I think at worst we'll have 1 more pod to deal with. We need to rush Lemming up with the rest of the group anyway, so this will work. And there was actually a pod in his line of sight at some point. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. If Johnny can see it, then we'll take the shot. If not, then we'll have to wait a turn. Nope, okay. Overwatch. And still nothing, so I imagine that last pod is... Oh... So we could probably see... We could see over there, so I imagine this last pod is like over here. Like in this little room. Or maybe back behind here. Which is fine either way. We can see into that room right there, so we don't have to worry about anybody over there. Decisions. The only thing I have to worry about is the pod ending up like over on this far wall of the mission here. But I don't think that's going to be too much trouble. We'll move Copper up to here and buy ourselves another turn. Yeah, we don't even see anybody at this point, so we're good. And the advantage we have right now is that we can actually see into the objective room, thanks to the transmitter being right there. So we don't have to worry about getting ambushed like right as I open this door. Oh, there was a bit of hesitancy for a second. I thought we were screwed. Alright, gentlemen, stack up. And what I kind of want to do is I want to spend a turn trying to find that last pod and deal with them first. Because I feel like if we complete this objective, we might get a reinforcement wave on us. And that would not be good times for any of us.
I've got eyes on Advent troops. We got the objective in sight. That's a
Oh, I was wrong.
on the transmitter. Plant the X4 charges before they can cut it off from the network.
But you know what? This will be fine. Oh, you done fucked up, sir. Sir Trooper, you done goofed.
On the move.
So, Johnny, why don't you introduce yourself to this guy? Maybe you can make yourself a new friend.
Hostile neutralized.
It's not you, it's him. Okay. Legion,
Affirmative. Moving out.
let's do something that you are well known for. Actually, no, that's Copper. Sorry, you're Legion. Let's do. It's Slide and Bears. Let's do something you're well known for. Let's be the best kind of dick. Let's expose. Let's expose this sectoid. Oh, I can't get a good angle. I can't get a good angle toss from here. Oh wait. Yes, there we go. Wait, why am I seeing 6 damage on this? Is there something in that environment that I'm not seeing?
Take this.
We'll find out. Wait, what? That sector just up and disappeared completely. Okay, we'll put Lemming Rod over here. Maybe he can see the sectoid. Yeah, there we go. That was weird. Okay, Lemming Rod. You are very lucky, sir. You are very lucky this is not ice hockey, because there will be no penalty for what you're about to do. Now it's time to highlight one of my favorite little additions to this game. Tactical weaknesses! So now certain enemies are vulnerable to certain attack types. Also, we have loot. Oh, you're in corner. Ooh, superior laser sight. Yes. The highest level laser sight. Let's go.
All the goods? We're not picking up any other contacts. Get those charges deployed. Heading out.
And I was right, that was the last pod. Which is fine. Okay. And what we just saw there was a little quality of life addition to the game that I like. Now, whenever the map is clear of enemies, anytime you end your turn, the game no longer says alien activity, which in the past would kind of give you the idea that the game was thinking about throwing a reinforcement wave at you or something. But now we can see, nope, we have no troubles at all now. All right, so. You know what? To make up for the identity crisis, Legion, we'll waste a turn. That way you can get a chance to complete the objective.
I'm on it. Overwatch.
Oh,
Rock and roll.
Johnny's out of ammo. I didn't even realize that.
Moving Overwatch.
Okay.
Advent has almost cut off the transmitter from their network. We're running out of time.
Oh, relax, Central. We're literally right here. See, there we go.
Signal confirmed. X4 charges are active. That transmitter is history. Good work, Commander.
Alright. So that went about as beautifully as it possibly could. Oh crap, I skipped through it. I could have made a poster out of that. Oh well, the game has your back. Anytime you don't make a poster, the game automatically makes one for you. Excuse me. So it's not like it's a hugely important thing or anything. It's just a nice little thing to have fun with.
All citizens who were present during today's terrorist attack must report to peacekeepers for processing. Advent gene therapy clinics will screen you for the presence of any harmful biological agents. Cooperation is mandatory.
So the idea being that what we did was drop a dirty bomb on everything, and everybody is now fucked. That's not the case at all. But hey, propaganda, what can you do? Alright. Now, I don't think anybody leveled up in that mission, which is kind of disappointing, but we did get some nice little loot. We do have a superior scope. Oh, we did get a couple of level ups. Alright. So first of all, with Lemongrad, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to branch him down the scout path first. That way I have a stealth unit pretty much the entire time that I'm playing this game. I love being in stealth. Alright, and then Johnny. Again, we're going to get him going with the battle medic. I think field medic sounds better than battle medic, to be honest with you. Although I guess I can see the distinction, but with the Geneva Convention and all, field medics are not allowed to draw their weapons. The second they do, they become a battle medic and are thus eligible to be shot at. But then again, who follows the Geneva Convention these days? Alright, so let's see.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration. With one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the Resistance from the inside. It was these Resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, Resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site, though its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of Resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
So once again, no pressure on us.
New objective added.
Alright, so what we need to do is research resistance communications, fly to the black site region, and make contact.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings. Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts continue to bolster the Resistance movement across the globe.
Now that we have more staff on the engineering team, we can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built.
Not only that, but we need them to actually build the damn facilities, which is why I stuck my guy in there. Was it a guy? I don't even know. Jamie Thompson? No. Yeah. I think that is a guy. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all weapons in this war. We're all cogs in the machine.
Commander, we have a lead on the alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local Resistance to actually get us into the facility. We should try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
Alright. Ooh, we can get ourselves a scientist.
Avenger.
I prioritize that over rookies. That way we can decrease research time on some of these projects. How long will this take? 8 days, eesh. On the plus side, the alien biotech research will be long done by then, so we can get something else going.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
So in other words, here's your next objective.
New objective added.
Complete the Advent Officer autopsy research.
The admin officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
With little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. I can say occipital, I can say enmeshed, I cannot say manipulation. God, the simplest words. Despite my concerns, the commander says, good God. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic fields surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. A thought that makes complete and total sense when you consider exactly how much of an influence Advent and the Elders now have on Earth. So now we can construct the infirmary. An engineer can be staffed in the infirmary to decrease the time our soldiers need to recover from injuries. Soldiers can be staffed here to remove negative traits acquired in combat. The hypervital module allows the hypervital module upgrade allows for the temporary suspension of a soldier's health for the duration of any single combat deployment. Now this is important. The infirmary replaces what was called the Advanced Warfare Center from the base vanilla XCOM 2 game. In that game, the Advanced Warfare Center would do exactly what it describes here. Allows you to decrease the time in which your soldiers are wounded, and will also give you the ability to respec your soldiers. Take away whatever skills they have and reassign them as you wanted. That is no longer the case with the infirmary.
Commander, the science team has grown particularly interested in this field of research, so much so that their inspiration could lead to vast improvements in our research efficiency. However, we must act fast. Despite their brilliance, they are a fickle group.
Commander, our science team had a novel idea related to magnetic weapons. If we begin research immediately, we should be able to obtain results faster than usual. If we begin another research project instead of acting on this inspiration, the opportunity will be lost. So what will happen from time to time is that your research team will become inspired on a particular subject that you have not yet researched and you have available to you. What that means is that the time it takes to research will be cut down, but you only have one chance to do it. If you research anything else, you'll lose that inspiration, and the research time will return to normal. Oh my God, it's still 24 days though. Jesus Christ. We'll hold off on that.
I must
Well,
admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have inspired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
yeah, just take your bare hand and dig right into the back of that skull. Nobody will think twice about you doing it. You're doing it to an Advent officer. Nobody's going to hold that against you. So anyway, like I was saying, with the infirmary, you no longer have that ability to respec your soldiers. Its only focus is for healing wounded soldiers, and the hypervital module upgrade lets you take a wounded soldier into combat for a mission if you really need them. The ability to respec your soldiers has kind of been reworked.
John. The skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet.
Look, you take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. about you.
Wait and see. Vault out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice, quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
My people a hand in dealing with a problem of ours.
Oh yes, we will do exactly that. And we will get into one of the most fun missions in this game.